This podcast was produced by OAR FM Dunedin with support from New Zealand On the Air.
Welcome to the OI podcast, the Otago Institute podcast. No mai, haere mai, welcome to episode 121. This is the Fringe Festival Stars episode. So in the studio today, we have got a whole bunch of absolutely amazing folk. And we are going to go through 3 shows that are all on tonight. And I think there's some replays, but we'll go through them one by one so we don't all get confused. I'm Dr Barb, quantitative ecologist with a background in modelling, climate change, biodiversity, conservation prioritisation and SciComm, and a PhD in botany from Otago Whakaihu Waka, the University of Otago. Oh, I'm getting clicks. I've never had clicks before. Hey, thank you very much for joining us for another episode of the OI podcast, the podcast for discerning listeners. And I would have a shout out there to Dallas for putting together this amazing crew today. And welcome everyone. In the studio, we have Jayda, Rebecca, Bridie, IZZY and Lee. Oh. Hello. Wow. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so first off, at 6 p.m. tonight, now you are performing at the Yours Cafe and Venue.
Yeah.
Is that right? And that is Rebecca and Bridie, Bridie and Rebecca.
It's the Bridie and Rebecca Variety Show, but it's just Rebecca and Bridie, so everyone's name is in there many times.
Nobody misses out on having their name first.
Right, so it's not like the proms, it's like a variety show, but you guys are all the variety.
Yep.
Yeah.
We do a variety of things.
Wow, and what kind of things do you do?
Oh, what can we say that's not a spoiler for the show?
Variety.
It's going to be funny though, is it?
Is
it a little bit
yes.
like, what's that? America's Got Talent, Britain's Got Talent? Is it a bit like a show like that? Is there magic tricks?
So we come from Tamaki Makaurau where we host a lot of variety shows. So that kind of was how we were starting to become known. And so we thought we would just headline the whole show ourselves.
Right. Well, I think that's good because you're upping the concentration of amazingness, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of just getting rid of all of the...
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you guys have got a bit of variety going on there. Yeah. I mean, you've got the colours, you've got the hair, you've got the hat.
Physical variety, aesthetic variety.
Aesthetic
I
variety.
think so. You've got it all
Octave
going.
variety, different. We sound different. Or actually, no, because sometimes people think that we are the same, even though I'll tell you, because you can't see, Rebecca is half my height.
Is she? Now, see, I would never have noticed that, mostly because you're sitting down.
Yeah.
We are sitting down to
But that is a
trick you.
huge variety.
Just variety.
Just there.
Different heights,
Yeah.
ages, sort of.
So who is the show sold out?
Oh, no,
no.
please.
Oh, there's still seats there. Oh my goodness.
Please,
Right, okay, so
please.
everyone book those seats.
We've
'cause
come
it's-
to make friends with people in Dunedin.
Yes. No, it seems
Yes.
amazing. So where is Yours Cafe?
It's just around the corner from here.
43 Moray Place.
Oh, right. Yeah, so when they say here, we're obviously at the Otago Access radio station at 43 Princess Street.
Yeah, it's just a hop,
Community
skip and a jump
It
around.
is.
up the
Wow, so
road.
it's right here in centre town.
It
And
is.
it's at 6 o'clock?
Yeah.
6 p.m.
Pay what you choose from $8.
Pay what you choose.
Pay what you
Oh,
choose.
from $8.
From $8.
So you've got to pay the $8.
$8 is the minimum.
Right.
It's quite reasonable.
We're
we
hungry.
think.
That is,
Yeah.
that is quite reasonable. I like this kind of idea, though. It's like tipping,
Yeah.
but not quite.
Yeah.
And there's a tip jar there, is there, so you can pay after the show?
Yeah, sure, my hands.
Because you don't know
I can
beforehand.
improvise.
You don't know beforehand, do you?
That's true, yeah.
So you pay your $8, and then if it's really amazing, you might get a
Support
order
the
of
arts.
magnitude. Yeah. So it's sort of an hour and a half, 2 hours. How long
An
is
hour.
it? An
so
hour.
We're developing it for the New Zealand International Comedy Festival in May. So we'll do it all nice and fancy and polished in May.
You
So
get to see the raw.
So this is the building. And
version.
is there audience interaction? Is that part of the gig?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be cool.
So much.
People should be all dressed up, ready to go.
If you want to come to a fun, silly party show,
Yeah.
you should come to this
You won't
show.
get bullied into participating or anything. It's nothing scary. It's
No,
like
and I've
going to your
heard,
friend's house.
because I'm that person who listens to lots of podcasts, and there's that one from Britain. It's called That Is Entertainment or This Is Entertainment. It's got the guy who writes the murder mysteries, Richard Oz something, and his
Oswald.
As he said,
Oswald, Richard Oswald. She
Yes.
says in her plummy accent.
And Marina someone. Sorry, I'm terrible. I listen to this podcast all the time. I can't remember their names. It's absolutely shocking. Anyway, he was saying one of the questions they got in their Q&A is audience participation, who do they pick? And he was saying he talked to masses and masses of comedians and MCs, and they're very discerning about who they pick. They look at the audience, and if someone's very, very keen to be picked, they generally don't pick them. And if somebody's not making eye contact, they don't pick them. So he said just don't ever be afraid of it, but maybe don't sit in the front seat if you're not keen to be picked.
Yeah. That seems like a good rule.
But I mean,
of thumb.
Dunedin's always up for that sort of thing, aren't they?
Oh, cool.
Lots of students, and I saw people walking around in graduation gowns and things today.
I feel like everyone's in a good mood maybe because they've graduated.
It's
and they think,
graduation,
"Let's go have
and we've
a
had some
party."
beautiful weather
Yeah,
lately.
we'll throw
and
them a
it's
party.
Friday,
And it's Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th.
So
Yes.
goths, welcome
Goths,
to the
come
show.
on.
Goths, welcome.
We would
Yes.
love the goths there. The show's for you.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to come back to you guys in a sec, but I'm just going to introduce very quickly Jayda and Lee. Now, you are SADOMUSICAL.
Yes.
Which is fantastic. SADOMUSICAL. What a name for a show. It's a musical, is it? There is singing.
It's an improvised musical, yes.
Oh, wow. I don't know what an improvised musical is. Is that like The Sound of Music? We just sort of burst into song?
well, the difference is that normally when you see a musical, they spend years working on it, and we are just making it up on the spot.
Wow, like Tim Minchin. But the unpolished
it's Tim
version.
Minchin, except Tim Minchin also tends to work on his material and again,
I imagine he
just
does.
winging it.
Wow, so you're just winging it. So do you play music, like instruments as
So
well?
we're working with an incredible local Otipoti musician called Marshall. Who's great, and so he's coming with us. We met him 2 days ago, I think. So we're working with him, and then otherwise, throughout the show, it is improvised musicals based on things that we're getting from the audience, based on.
So people just shout out something to
Not
you?
necessarily.
No? Okay.
It's a structure.
Yeah.
There is a
There's
structure
sort of
to
structure
it.
to it, but the general idea of the show is, in maybe our worst idea ever, is that we believe we are so good at musical theatre, regular theatre, and freestyle rap that we are challenging ourselves to do it. Not just making up on the spot, but also whilst being electrocuted, handcuffed, drowned, and beaten with a stick.
Oh, I thought that was just a promo.
That's
That's really happening.
We really
wow.
do. We really looked at that. Art is pain, pain is art, and we wanted to create
Okay.
musical theatre with feeling, and the feeling also comes from
pain.
electrocution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a feeling. Pain's
It's a feeling. Pain's a feeling.
Pain's a feeling. Pain's a sensation, not a feeling.
It's a lot. Believe me when I tell you, by the end of the show, you'll be seeing us feeling our feeling sensations.
Okay, but it's all safe, right? Like you're not going to die all of a sudden.
The only people that get hurt in this show are us.
Yeah, but also you're not going to die.
We're not going to die.
You've tested
God,
out
no.
the electrocution, right? It's just
we
small.
designed
decided
the show in collaboration with experts including professional wrestlers and dominatrixes.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So people who are used to pain for entertainment.
Yeah.
We wanted to talk to experts who would have real-time knowledge of the kind of things that we could do that would both entertain and also have the impact that we wanted.
Wow.
For the show.
There's a real
For the
Tom
show.
and Jerry sweet spot between like, oh, and laughing because someone gets hurt and going, oh, are they okay? Because someone got too
and
hurt.
honestly, that's a big thing about those videos, right? That you see on YouTube where they're playing and like someone skateboards into something and you laugh and then you go, oh my gosh, that could really hurt.
Schadenfreude is a big part of our marketing.
Yes, and regular listeners will know that my husband is German, so Schadenfreude is one of my favourite loan
There you
words.
go. There you go.
Wow. So are you allowed to give us like a peek into how the pain, like do audiences push buzzers to make more pain, or how does the pain happen?
Speaking of choosing audience interaction carefully, amongst the many things I have on the show, at one point we give someone a remote control for a shock collar. As we are trying to do a musical with real like character arcs and energy.
Someone from the audience, you mean?
Yes, someone in the audience
Wow.
has control of a shock collar, and that's the one where you have to go, who is quite sensible? Because sometimes we didn't anticipate this, but when we did the Colchester Fringe, the audience started handing it around so that everyone could have a go. That was
I can see
15
that.
solid minutes.
Because there's a level of comedic timing,
Right.
Of like, they've chosen the moment, and someone who's just like, finally. And what I can say is, for the most of this Fringe, Lee finally had his moment yesterday because he won almost every. The way that we work is it's all rock paper scissors. It's always random on who has some of the punishments or the pain.
So one person's getting pain at a time.
It depends on what specifically that we're doing, but for a lot of it's based on rock paper scissors, and whoever wins, they're undergoing at least the start of that trial.
If you win, you get the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the opportunity to
it's the
shine.
opportunity to shine. Right.
But for the most part, I've managed to somehow, and I was not trying, won almost every game of rock, paper, scissors this entire last, all of our shows
You
in
won
Amsterdam and
38
London.
out of 40.
Yeah. But yesterday, Lee got shocked, and it was really exciting. But the guy who was shocking was just really chill, really light. Whereas we did a show in Wellington, and I don't know if I got a note out that wasn't somewhat a primal scream of pain.
Look, if you want...
They're naughty. It's the weather up there. It's so windy. It makes you frustrated, and then you kind of got that irritation factor, I think. Yeah.
But a big part of the show, and what we really love, we get this from the Vox Pops as well, is so much of the show is about teamwork. It's about what actually you need to create art. As much as we're using pain to show off how great the theater is, every artist we have that pain. We undergo that pain. We are begging you to buy our tickets. Buy our tickets.
Oh, yeah, so we should go back to that just before...
But it's about teamwork.
It's
I'll take that
surprisingly
hint.
wholesome.
It is.
For sure, we're wearing leather hot pants being beaten with sticks. It's
Very wholesome.
So you're on tonight
Yes.
from 8 till 8:55.
Correct.
At the New Anthem Theatre, which is right here in the middle of the Octagon,
It is.
Yes.
which is amazing. But you're also on tomorrow night, am
We
I right?
are, yeah. We're Friday and Saturday night. We're loving the Nat. Ellie has been fantastic, and there's so many fantastic shows happening at the Fringe and at the Nat. So massively recommend it. But
Sorry,
please
look
buy
at
a
me.
ticket.
I'm not even in on the lingo. The Nat. It's what people call the New Anthem Theatre. Is
I
it?
didn't know that
A new
either.
Athenium.
Sorry, say it properly.
A new Athenium.
Athenium. Anthenium.
Athenium.
Athenium.
There's no
There's no N at the beginning, weirdly.
Oh, gosh, isn't there? Yeah, see, look, my brain just filled in an A there.
Think
fine.
secret temple to Athena. I think that's what it is.
I mean, Dr. Barb, I'll be honest, as not a local, I was like, maybe there's a hidden N I didn't know about.
No. I'm always putting letters in the wrong place. It's like Hamner Springs. Did you know that Hamner Springs is not Hamner Springs? It's Hanmer Springs.
No.
The M and the N are the other way round all my life. And honestly, the first time I saw the road sign, I seriously thought the road sign was wrong. And I was like, oh, how slack is that? They've got
You got a car, you graffitied it to correct it.
no,
You got out and you were like, editors know.
yeah, no, and I was just wrong, yeah. So all my life I've been, and now I know, but I still can't say it right.
Are you from there? Is that the
I'm
worst?
not. No, I'm not from there. I am from New Zealand. I'm from the South Island, but but craziness. Absolute craziness. Now, okay, so let's just get this straight. So 6 till 7 p.m, it's the Bridie and the Rebecca Variety Show.
Heck yeah.
At Yours Cafe and Venue, round on Moray Place. That's right. And at 8 till 8:55, it's SADOMUSICAL at the Nat.
The new Athenium.
The new Athenium in the
Theatre.
Octagon.
In the Octagon. And we've got one last act here in the studio. And now, Izzy, this is you. But it's not just you, is it?
Oh, it's another duo.
It's another duo. So how did you get roped into this? You've got like two here.
Well, so we have a third show on this tour, but that show has already been to Dunedin, which Izzy and Rebecca are in, but I'm not in. So
I
at any one
see.
time, we're all
So
in
it's-
two shows.
I see.
But in this
So you make the most of it.
instance, it's just me.
Right, okay.
But
So this is the Bridie and Izzy, and it's called
yes.
Nuts, isn't it? No,
NYPDEEZ Nuts.
NYPDEEZ Nuts.
Yeah.
New York Police Department
Yeah.
Nuts.
So-
These nuts.
I've got to ask, what is the NYPD?
Yeah, New York Police Department.
Yeah.
It's like a TV series, right?
Yeah. So basically, it's detectives John McMalley and Ron Rothman, who are incredibly famous detectives from
Which is you two.
America.
No.
Oh, no.
We are Izzy and Bridie.
We are Izzy and Bridie.
I'm
What
having
I
trouble
will
with the
say-
introductions
people.
here.
These
What I
men
will
are their own
say is
people.
that Izzy and John McMalley have never been seen in the same room together.
Right.
And Bridie and Ron Rothman have never been seen in the same room together.
And are you investigating crime?
So it's a workshop, and the boys are basically over here to teach other people how to solve murders because they
Excellent.
can't be everywhere at once.
They got rid of
Right.
all the crime in New York.
So this is an alternate universe.
No, this is what has happened now. They got rid of all of the crime in New York, so
now
we
they're
don't need to
getting to
worry
hotspot,
about that.
Dunedin.
I don't know what
next
news you've
worst,
been
New
reading,
Zealand.
but it's all gone.
It's all gone. Right, it's all gone.
I guess that news didn't make it here, did they?
Honestly, try it.
Also improv and very interactive.
Right, so that's also now. Whereabouts are you?
Still at yours. So I would like to pitch.
Okay.
On one evening, you could go to the Bridie and Rebecca show and NYPDEEZ Nuts.
And then
back
the following
to back.
evening.
And then the following evening, you could go to, say, the Bridie and Rebecca show and then SADOMUSICAL.
Yeah, you want to see the Bridie
Because NYPDEEZ Nuts is also on at 8 o'clock. So
right.
it's devastating
Yes.
that we can't go and see your show because it sounds so good.
And vice versa. As a Canadian, I'm glad to hear that Mum Danny really cleaned up the crime in New York.
Yeah. We left them to it. We were like, oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Good to know they've got someone who's
they're
onto it around
sorted.
here.
Yeah, we've got to go to the next worst place.
Dunedin.
We've been to Wellington.
Crime centre. Crime
You
centre.
were right. They are very cheeky in Wellington. They
Yeah,
are well
they are.
safe from our
Yeah.
experience.
No, I can see it.
There
Yes.
was even a kiss in our
Yeah.
Oh, there was a
circumstance.
demanded
a demanded kiss at the end of the
a
show.
demand-
John and
one.
Ron made out big time at the end of the last show.
That is shocking.
Yeah, it was quite shocking, really.
So basically, they do take audience suggestions.
yeah.
They don't always listen to them unless they're moved by the spirit.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
But there's no pain involved. Like just the normal
Only
art
the
pain,
emotional pain.
The emotional pain, but there's no actual pain.
No.
So basically, they revisit one of their past cases and reenact it, and the audience gets to come up and help with reenacting because it's
Right.
like best to learn by doing.
Right. I'm a huge Dexter fan.
A lot of our research for this has been informed by shows like Dexter. Although we didn't really watch Dexter because he's not the cop, is he?
No, he's the bad
He's
guy.
the,
if
he's
we
not
wanted
the
to
bad
get into
guy.
the
He's the
mi-
blood spatter analyst. I'm sorry, I just.
He is.
He's supposed to see He is also a murderer, but he's only killing
all
bad
about
people.
ACAB.
Yeah. We're all on the same side, though.
No, he's only killing bad people.
Yeah, so I feel like Rothman and McNally are like, yeah, that's our guy. Like
That's our guy, that's okay.
he's cool. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of chaotic neutral. Would that be
I feel like you need more research there on the whole Dexter front.
yeah, clearly.
Yeah, watching too much
Yes.
Reno 911.
Wow.
Yeah.
John McNally may be a detective, but he's a little bit scared of blood, so it sounds like Dexter might be a bit out
Right,
there
yeah.
for
No,
him.
generally there's a lot of blood.
Oh, yeah, no,
yeah.
these
And,
two are a bit squirmy.
Yeah, I'm also a big Bones fan because
Oh, yeah.
I've got kind of I'm watching reruns now. I've just finished watching the reruns, but obviously I was a Buffy fan.
Oh, yeah.
And Angel is in Bones.
Yeah.
And I like, in my brain, I think it's just Angel and he's got like...
It's just an expanded universe.
It's like the expanded Buffy universe.
Yeah.
Well, this
I like-
is what Angel
Yeah.
does after Buffy.
Yeah.
And Sweets was in Freaks and Geeks. That's just, okay, yep.
Yeah.
That's just me knowing that
I
information.
was so sad when Sweets died, though.
Rebecca, where have you been under a rock?
I feel like it's old
The
enough.
beloved favourites, John Francis Daly. Anyway,
gonna get around to watching that.
But, so there is like props and stuff, but no blood. Is that what I'm saying?
no props, all improv.
All improv.
Wow.
All
All
improv.
audience
Wow.
We could be in
participation.
any generation, any decade, any
Yeah.
time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is there like food and drink available at the same time?
Oh, yes. Yeah, so yours
From
our
us?
yours our venue is so cool. If you're in Dunedin, you haven't been there yet. It's this like the whole venue is like pay what you choose, like rotating menu. It's this like community venue that's like run by a collection of political activists.
It used to be
and-
the dog with two tails, didn't it?
It used to be a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's on Upper Moray Place.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
can't miss it because it's the red building.
The red
Yeah,
building.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's got a little
yeah.
purple sign that says
Yeah.
yours.
Yours.
Next to Whimsy Home Decor.
Yes.
There you go.
We're
I remembered
having a
that.
closing sale.
We're having a closing
so-
sale, 50% off.
Yeah, also reps around.
Boho, retro, and eco.
You got to balance out. The
Yeah. We're a community here.
Yeah.
So I'm just like usually on these shows we kind of start off the show with kind of like a background of how, because it's sort of it's a pushback against everybody being an expert, and obviously you guys are experts in your respective fields of entertainment, musicals, improv, right? So I feel okay going with that. Most people don't like being called an expert in everything, and I've recently realised that there's no other word for saying it, that you're an expert in something that I can think of that kind of covers it. But generally the people who object the most to being called an expert are the people who are the most credible experts. So feel free to shock expression. That's totally fine. But what I did want to do, just as that normal bit that we do usually at the start, but obviously I'm doing everything upside down today, is kind of just like your journey to here and the place that you kind of find yourself in your life. How did you get here? And I thought, maybe we'll just kind of go left to right and start with Jayda there.
So I'm Canadian. I know, shocking with the accent. Thank you. I'm getting some clicks.
Yeah, we love Canadians here.
Good. Yes, we're the good North Americans.
we feel kind of kindred with the Canadians.
We also
it's
do.
Like
we're all
Australia's our America, but obviously not quite as bad as America at the moment.
But well done, New Zealand, for not changing your money. We have Charles. It's very depressing. So don't recommend it. But I'm Canadian, but I live in Amsterdam. I've lived in Europe for over 12 years, and I started doing improv when I was way younger than I should. It was kind of one of those things where you're like, should that 15-year-old be doing improv? Probably not. And I'd been acting even earlier, and especially when I moved to Europe, I started building experimental theater forms, and I tour, I travel, and Lee and I, when we met at an improv festival, we were talking about different things we could do, and we met up at Edinburgh Fringe, sorry. We met up at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Which is like the big one. Everybody knows
Which
about
is
the
the big
Edinburgh
one,
Fringe
where Lee
Festival.
has an incredibly successful show called Crime Scene Improvisation. Improv murder mysteries all around. And we were asked to do something that normally we wouldn't do on stage. Like, do what we do, which is we're improvisers, but do it in a way that we'd never do it. And we did a 20-minute spot of the youngest version of SADOMUSICAL that's ever existed, and there are still people that remember it, which is insane. And then we let it sit for 3 years, and we decided we wanted to make a show, and we really wanted to try something different, and we hadn't seen anyone doing this, so we built out SADOMUSICAL, and I'm just so proud of it, and I love it so much, and it's a wholesome, team-working, painful experience that I have scars from, but but in the best possible way.
Wow. Physical scars? No. Mental scars.
A little bit of polymer, a little bit of column B.
Wow.
It's great.
It sounds crazy.
Yeah.
It sounds absolutely crazy.
Yeah, but as an actor, as an improviser, as a creator, I think every single person at this table can say improv has a bad rap. But when it's done when it's done with feeling, when it's done with we're trying to really create something beautiful or meaningful for the audience, I think it's one of the most beautiful things that you can see.
And does it depend a lot on the audience? Like, does it depend? Do you get
100%.
some audience that are really just like having a bad night?
It depends on the performers.
It depends on the performers.
Like you get a lot from the audience. You get a lot of energy. You get a lot of fun. You get a lot of ideas. But at the end of the day, if you haven't built a show that is fun for the audience, that is built with the audience in mind, then they are not going to have a good time, and then they are going to stay that way.
I'm getting lots of nods around the table.
Yeah, good performers can make an audience not even good performers, but like building a connection with the audience is the most important thing. And
it's so quick, isn't it? Though, because you've only got an hour on stage, right? Yeah. Or 55 minutes, and you've got to somehow build a connection with the audience and then make them kind of enjoy it and participate. And there's a lot of things going on there.
There are, but I'm really proud of last night. This is something that's only really happened in New Zealand at the start, and it's beautiful. Is we have kind of a bit of a catchphrase in the show, and we ended up taking little videos with people last night.
Oh, cool!
Because that was what they wanted to do, and it was just hilarious and lovely and wonderful, and that kind of showed me how wonderfully we could build that connection even when people were like, pain?
Yeah, but it is good to know that the pain is mostly inflicted on yourselves.
Oh, no, not mostly. Only.
Only. Okay.
Only.
Okay.
You are safe if you come to the show.
Okay, so I can see that there's some legal clarifications going on.
Oh, no. Lee, I'm sure will happily talk about this. Our public liability insurance doubled And he had to have a phone call with them to explain, like go point by point by point. And there's one thing we can't do, unfortunately, this time round because the NAT is a historical building. We normally have a fire section, and we had to like explain, no, we're wearing leather and it's quite fire resistant. And Jayda's hair will definitely be put away. Definitely.
Wow. Because you do have lovely hair.
Thank you.
I mean, everyone in the room. Sorry.
Got a lovely beard.
You've got a lovely beard. That's right, grow one of those.
You are a lovely. You have a lovely beard.
I'm a lovely beard.
I'm being unnecessarily mean. No, sorry. So there is no fire in Dunedin?
No fire in Dunedin.
That's such a shame because fire is so amazing.
It's true. We were able to do fire in Wellington. It was a good amount of fun. Everyone really enjoyed it.
Wow, I love a bit of fire.
Yeah, we had a guy who danced with the fire, which was hilarious. It was the first time we'd ever done that, and that was lovely.
I do think there is something about fire, like it's something primal in us that we just love. Like it's mesmerising, the flames. It's kind of honestly, murder mysteries. I would go with arson rather than blood if I were you guys.
Need to get some pyrotechnics.
I mean, what's that one about the fire? Oh, it's one of those
911.
No, the
Chicago
show.
fire.
Chicago.
911 is also about a fire team.
Look, Chicago Fire, much like our show, shows a lot of skin. We recommend it. Come and see.
Yeah.
That was one of our saving graces in the risk assessments, is saying like, yes, there's fire, but in fairness, we're not wearing much clothing, so there's not much flammable near it.
Okay, so it's all about the clothing, like good solid leather, wool.
Yeah.
None of that
wool.
No wool.
Wool is great as a fire retardant.
Sure, not in our show though.
Okay.
No, we're full on
Right, because it's
leather.
the whole dominatrix bit, is it?
Oh, it's just I think it is that Freudian sadomasochism, sadomusical. It's a tool, but it's not what the show is.
Also, let's be honest, I like wearing hot pants.
You really do.
Anytime that can be shoehorned into a show, it's
Seriously.
I like the freedom.
He really does.
The freedom of hot pants. Aren't they restrictive because they're really tight?
Well, I can move in them.
He did the splits last night, guys.
And I
I'm
didn't know
confused.
if I could.
I think you've had a different relationship with hot pants to what I've had. So are they like spandex or something?
I mean, they've got some stretch to them, but the idea is like, I feel like I'm in ultra instinct mode. Like I can feel when people enter a building because the wind rush on the back of my thighs. Like I have extra senses. I'm not. If I wear jeans, like I can't like throw a head kick or something. It feels wrong.
Yeah. This is as close as you could get to wearing a budgie smuggler without wearing one on stage. Yeah, also that.
So there's holes in your hot pants?
No.
Oh no.
Working on it. Wow. Come and see the show.
It sounds amazing, eh? Right, so there's Lee in hot pants.
And me also in hot pants.
And you're also in hot pants.
Yes.
So it's a little bit like ABBA, is it?
I'll take it.
Lee doesn't have holes. Mine is half mesh, which was a choice that I had to make. So yeah,
sounds exciting. And like high heels? No,
barefoot.
Barefoot, yeah. So
because
I'm a huge fan of barefoot.
It's one of those weird things. It wasn't initially the intention, but I prefer it. I wear tap shoes at one point in the show, so we have to tap as well. But I love the freedom that we have, especially because we are dancing, we are moving so much.
But that came up because we were just like, at one point we weren't going to have a musician for a set we were doing, so we're like, what can we do? I don't know, tap dance, and I'll freestyle rap over tap dance. Yeah. And it did work.
It does
it's now
work.
on the show as an ongoing thing.
It is.
Wow. Can you give me like a taster of what a freestyle rap is?
Sure.
I'll give you some.
Can you give him a word?
A word? Barb.
Yeah, do it. Go for it.
I don't know how to do the... Oh, yes, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, just throw stuff out, sure.
Oh, yeah, do something around Barb. Barb is a good word. Because, it's a name and a noun.
Sure, but do you have, is it Barbara?
It is Barbara, yeah.
All right, yeah, give me the harder one, yeah.
No, because there's a really cool one from the Germans who do about the rhubarb barbarossa.
Barbara, yeah.
Yeah, no, there's because it sounds really cool in German.
Yeah. All right. Bebop's the studio and it'll take it too far. I catch it on a camera like Barbara. Yeah, like the old guy, Ron Duran. When I'm on the mic, do the best that I can. Cause and verb with a harm won't harm her. I'll go back another rhyme, guess to fill Barbara. Yeah, just throw me more words because I'm on the mic and it's sounding absurd.
I was waiting for you to start freestyle rapping on NYPDEEZ NUTS.
That was fantastic. fantastic. Thank you very much.
great.
Yeah.
So
And that's going to
cool.
stay on the podcast forever. I might just sample it and put it,
Yeah.
put it on the front. Oh, wow, I should just go around the room and do everybody can do a little bit of improv.
Everyone will do a rap.
No, that's really cool. So it's the type of music that you're doing is rap and
I mean, it goes everywhere from like Sondheim to MF Doom, really.
It really does, with a bit of jazz and funk thrown in.
wow.
Yeah.
AC/DC.
I mean, what this really genuinely is we're working with a musician who is improvising. We have no idea what he's going to be playing.
Oh, wow.
And it's
what kind of music, like what kind of instrument does he play?
so he's playing a piano,
All right, oh, cool.
which is great.
Big range.
Marshall's an incredible pianist, and so he's playing a piano, and there's underscoring, of course, but there's always big song moments. So think classic musical theater, but it really does go in so many different directions. We have reference points that are way over the place.
I know, that sounds amazing. Yeah. And Lee, did you want to just go through your background? How did you come to be here? I mean, I guess you met up
Yeah.
with Jayda when Jayda met up with you. That kind of hangs together.
Mutual.
Yeah.
But before that and after that,
I mean, I came from doing film, like indie film, stuff like The Shining meets The Babadook, but again in a lighthouse. Real film got made.
Wow.
Made its money back.
so where do you get this film? Like, where can you see it?
I mean, the film itself is bad, but if you see it, I get some of the money. So, yeah.
And the original script was excellent.
Oh, no. Is it one of those ones that
Oh, no,
got changed
it's
in
just one of the ones where it's
post-production?
like, by the time the film came out, the stuff that they do in it, there's bits that I wrote to be funny, but then everyone else involved in making the film thought it was supposed to be serious. So they play there's stuff that's meant to be kind of ridiculous, but they play it so straight, and it's kind of great for that reason.
And for a queer film, playing it straight.
Yeah,
Good choice.
it's a bold choice. But yeah, that's Dark Beacon. It's got 1-star review in The Guardian. Go check it out. But that's
Sorry, just give me the name again.
Dark Beacon. This isn't what I want to be promoting right now. but-
Sorry. No.
SADOMUSICAL.
SADOMUSICAL.
Yeah.
SADOMUSICAL.
So I came writing films, and then through a wide series of circumstances, I was living in Shibuya, writing a sitcom
Shibuya?
pilot. Shibuya in Tokyo.
In Tokyo. Okay, sorry.
And I needed to go outside to just do something and to like loosen up. So I started improv at the Tokyo Comedy Store. And then after that, when I came back to the UK, it was just kind of how we ended up doing the show as well. Well, I'm me, so I'm like, well, there's schools and there's ways people are doing this. I've sort of learned a bit from them, but now I want to do my thing. So I'm just going to talk a pub into letting me make my own shows, and I'll just make something work, and then just sort of build all the sort of stuff from there.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we both have different shows. Again, he's got one of the best shows, I think, at the Edinburgh Fringe, 13-year sellout show, Crime Scene Improvisation, which is incredible.
Oh, so that still runs, but you're not doing that show here.
Not here. No, that's
okay.
a much bigger cast. I'm not in it. Much to everyone.
Guys, don't start.
That's
And
terrible.
we both have our own different shows.
Okay,
we both have our
so you've
different
got other
shows.
shows that you do
It's
without
very-
Lee. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we do complete. We also create like other shows.
Yeah.
This is our baby.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
our
And
show.
it's good to have time apart, though.
Yeah.
But it's also like you guys will have the same thing, like especially because you're doing this like Venn diagram. Between, like,
But their time apart seems to be time apart with each other.
Yeah, typically.
Because a lot of improv is sort of like the alchemy between different people and different elements. So you're kind of that's
we just also happen to be in the same improv troupe. That's how that's happened.
But it is one of those things where I love working with other people, and we both teach at different festivals and tour in Europe with both this show and other shows. Lee also has Your Flaws, the musical. I've got Horario Estelar, which is a improvised telenovela. We've got other shows that we
That sounds
create,
amazing.
and it's just incredible in New Zealand, especially that buy tickets. SADOMUSICAL has really seemed to find a little bit of like a niche here, which is wonderful.
We have people who come to see the show multiple times as
Yeah.
well, which is very nice. That's-
Wow, I can see that actually because it's different every night, right? I mean, it's
absolutely.
kind of the same show, but it's also different because you've got a different audience.
Yeah.
You've got different people pushing the button.
Yeah, if you liked it, it's a different show every night. If you hated it, it's a different show every night.
Improv, baby.
Also, as a classically incredibly insecure person, I like anything people say that's nice. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, and I convince myself like, no, it's all a trap. It's all a trap. But then if people come to see the show multiple times, I'm like, well, it's their own time they're wasting. If it's just genuine.
And they're paying for it, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that too,
yeah.
true. Yeah. Even if it is a trap, I can buy food with it.
And we have an incredible fan, our friend named Wes,
Who made a fan?
who is a. So they are a fan and made a fan, but they came and saw our show, and they were working at this incredible drag venue that we did our premiere in. And
shout out Dragonfly Lounge if anyone goes to Colchester, England from New Zealand. If you are,
there's lots of Kiwis.
We had a couple from Colchester come to see our show in Wellington,
which was bonkers. But Wes saw the show, went home, made us fans, made us little flag fans, little whip fans, and then presented them to us, and then proceeded to see all of their shows, which was just crazy. So
Wes is the best.
Wes is the best, and it does come back down to there's something in it for everyone, which I really love. It's more than just the silly.
What was the review quote? It was you say us one because you like it.
Well, I was going to say that one of my favorite pieces of feedback we ever got is only two incredibly smart people could make a show this stupid.
I was going to say the one. It's from one of our. I think it was our first review, where they said both your leather daddy and your grandmother brackets turns out they're best friends will love this.
Yeah, for completely different reasons. It is one of my favorites. Yeah. Wow. And we've now had a lot of people go, I would bring my grandmother. We can get horny together.
We should do a grandmother deal.
We really should. If you bring grandmother's free. Yeah. Putting that out now, Dunedin. If you want to come tonight and you want to bring your grandmothers, send us a message on Instagram. We're a similar river. Send us a message. We will make sure your grandmother is comped.
Wow. that is quite some deal there. 100%.
You can also,
grandmother's free tonight only at the SADOMUSICAL.
Oh, not just tonight. We'll do it for Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
This weekend.
All the time.
Also bring someone else's grandmother or adopted grandmother.
Yes, but they must be some varietal. They can be a grandmother in their own hearts. If they don't have grandchildren, but they feel like a grandma.
Okay.
Also acceptable.
Nice.
What if it's like a 20-year-old who's really into embroidery?
If they bring their embroidery.
What if they dress up as the grandma?
Oh, if they dress up as a grandma,
I just
done.
As a textile type person here, I just want to not stereotype embroidery / knitting as
I do embroidery, and my grandmother taught me.
Oh,
no. So, it's a stereotype for a reason. A grandmother was involved.
Just because you can do it forever. Once you start, you'll never give it up.
Yeah. No, it's very cool to do grandma hobbies now,
Yeah.
That's what the pandemic taught us.
Yes.
Well, it's the whole meditation thing. But it's also the pretty colours. So you get all the time you're with pretty colour. There was a huge knitting festival here last weekend.
Oh, wow.
It was like a 3-day knitting festival. Unwind. It's only every second year. So the next one's 2028.
Does everybody sit in a circle and knit a huge scarf together?
No, we all knit our own things, but we all do just sit there and knit. No, there's talk. It's amazing. There's a big trade hall with all different stalls of local yarns from all over New Zealand and other notions and things, and there's competitions and prizes and talks and workshops.
We were at a show last night and someone was knitting in the audience.
They were knitting in the audience.
Ours as well.
Oh,
yeah. We had someone who was I think they were finishing a sock.
Oh, someone was knitting.
If I come tomorrow, I'll be knitting in the audience.
Really?
You should come tomorrow.
How they do it with the lights down.
They don't look.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
If they knit like a really good heckle, then that's a whole.
The only reason that I realized was because I was going around because I start off the show as we have people coming in and I'm asking for something very specific, and we were just chit chatting while they were fixing a drop stitch. It was great.
Yeah,
maybe it was
a lot of knitters.
Maybe it was the same person.
It could be, but a lot of knitters do that. A lot of knitters have a couple of projects on the go at once. So they've got something portable that they'll take and they'll knit, and they'll have an easy one that they'll knit in front of the TV, and then they'll save their tricky one for a different time. But yeah, I always, I've got one in my bag right now. It's outside. It's like a sock. I would be knitting it here, but I have to work the keyboard. Yeah.
You show us how to do the buttons so you can get back to it.
Yeah. Also, it sound like clicking in the background.
Yeah.
No, it's very small. It's just a sock at the moment. Yeah. Because if you carry around a big jumper, people just think you're nuts. Unless you're at a knitting festival, then it's fine.
What if you've got enough of the jumper that you can wear half of it? Yeah. And then just be knitting the rest onto yourself?
I haven't seen people doing that. But walking around and knitting is way, way old. Shepherds always used to do it. My forefathers are from the Shetland Islands, and everyone did it. Shepherds and everyone, all the It's kind of become like a female thing, but at one time, before there was like industrial fabrics, it was everyone did it all
Is
the
it a
time.
bit rude if you're a shepherd to be watching the sheep like, this is what I do when I cut your hair?
I don't think so, because
I think it's a compliment.
I think, exactly. It's a compliment because it's not like you're killing the sheep, right?
It's the circle of sheep.
It's the circle of sheep, yeah.
Gives you a hoodie and then you wear it.
I mean, it's
that's
not like
what
eating
I
a
like.
steak in front of a cow, right?
No, you're right, because the sheep is still alive.
Yeah.
Also, the sheep, like, they shed it naturally a lot of the time, too.
Yeah, the old breeds do, yeah. And some breeds are kept like that they shed it, but that just seems a
If
waste
we
to
cut
me.
my hair off and you were making something out of it, I'd be delighted to see that. It's being appreciated.
Human hair is quite
get my
coarse.
scissors.
It's quite thick, yeah, compared to wool and other fibres like alpaca and stuff. Just like, I don't know why we're talking about wool. We've got all you guys here.
Human hair is a
The knitting
bowstring. Is that a
corner.
myth thing or is that real? The
don't
human
know, I
hair
suppose
makes
I
a
have
good
to.
bowstring.
I feel like
think-
only
well,
if you
because-
braided it, but that feels
Yeah.
like
It's quite
myth-making.
thick though, like in nanometers. There was actually talk about this at the
Was
Wool
there a
Festival.
presentation about how to knit your own hair?
No, there was a talk about the different sort of factors of fibre, how thick it is and how strong it is and stuff, which is actually going to be on this podcast later in the month.
There you go.
So I won't do all the spoilers, but yeah, so we talked about all the different types of fibres and what makes alpaca good for things and angora good for things and wool good for things. And it's really hard to like imagine things that are as small as nanometers because they're very small and that's kind of breaks your brain. But one thing that we do think about is how coarse our hair is. And we usually think about how our hair is being quite fine. But actually compared to most sheep and other things that we make fibres out of, silk and cotton and all those things, it's actually quite thick.
There you go. So we should be going down to the paddock and rubbing it in their faces. Look at your stupid fine hair.
No one's trying to shave me down and nip me.
Yeah.
Jayda, I've got a great idea for the next show. An audience member gets to wear your hair. By the end of the show.
Yeah, but you can only do it once, right? That's
True. Very
I
long.
mean, I get waxed during our show, and that's
Oh, do you wax it?
it?
Oh, wow.
It's you should come and see the show, and then you can
Find
understand
out
how it happened.
why.
I quite often think like that men and women have different pain thresholds.
Oh, we do.
And I think
That's
that
100%.
your show might be the chance to like explore that.
Oh no. We have different pain thresholds. It's not an exploration. It's the truth. I think the
100%.
difference. I think the difference. It's like the equivalent. There's a reason why we have something called the man flu, and it's because
it's just the flu, right?
It's just the flu.
It's what we call the flu.
Yes.
Sorry, Lee, you're getting the brunt of this.
I'm a sensitive person, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
Lee has very sensitive skin. I'll give him this.
Thank you.
Wow.
But I think in general, men experience less pain. In general, men
Yeah.
experience less pain.
It's funny because there's all that kind of like historic narrative about them going to war and fighting and getting injured and battlefield wounds and stuff.
Yeah.
But
And there's a lot of stories about those people coming back and being not great people to the people around them. Whereas a woman can have a child and still be expected to be pleasant.
straight away as well.
Say it louder. For the people down the back.
We'll go back to where you came from, how you got to this.
Go back to where I came from.
Go back to the narrative that I was building here.
I gotta walk all the way back up to Auckland. Oh,
How did you get into this?
Well, I mean, I've been doing improv for a really long time, and we came down to Dunedin Fringe a few years ago to do a show called 100 Things, and we just had such a lovely time in Dunedin so now with the few shows we have at the moment, we're going on a tour of some New Zealand and Australia Fringe festivals, and we were just like, we gotta come back down here to Ōtepoti. It's just so friendly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice that we've got that kind of reputation of friendly. Yeah.
I think because Auckland is so large and there's just so spread out everywhere. So
Full of Aucklanders.
it's full of
You can
Aucklanders.
be honest, I don't like it up there.
And I love Auckland, but it's like it can be quite disparate, all of the sort of creative community. So
Well, they say that
Yeah.
though, don't they? 7 cities joined by a sewer pipe or something. I can't remember
is
quite.
that what you call us down here?
Pretty much. You're not wrong.
Well, it
yeah.
used to be a lot of different cities
Donatello.
until they joined it into the Auckland super city. But anyway, so it's just lovely that you can just walk around and see all these different things.
And of course, we've got the new main street, the George Street upgrade now. So you guys you have to have a
haven't
walk.
been to the
I've
George
never
Street.
even been to Dunedin before.
Oh,
This is-
really? Gosh, that's shocking. Yeah, no, so you should definitely have a walk down George Street. There's some great, and of course there's great eateries and stuff all around the Octagon and things. And take a picture of the railway station. Everyone who comes to Dunedin takes a picture of the railway station. Apparently it's the most photographed building in New Zealand. Although I have no reference for it.
You've gone through everyone's phone. Well, we had a great. So last time when we were here, Izzy and I, it was St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
And then
right,
we
yes,
were
no,
able
this-
to spontaneously join an Irish dancing class that was at the train museum, which is so random.
The train museum.
The train museum down there. And then they were teaching you to
I
do
think you mean
Irish
Toy
dancing.
2 with the train in it.
There's a museum with a train in it.
Yeah, Josephine, she's just in the Toy 2
Oh,
museum.
yes.
Yeah.
We
Sorry.
didn't get farther than the lobby because of the Irish dancing, so I assumed the whole museum was trains.
Well, it's not all trains, but there is a big
There's
transport
a big train.
bit. But it's
Yeah.
it's there's a whole exhibit about Te Ao Māori.
Oh,
And then
cool.
it used to be called the Early Settlers Museum, but it's Toy 2 now. And
It's
there's quite a big name change there. But they do have quite a lot of kind of early Europeans. Like there's a whole kind of go back through the 80s and the 70s and all the funny fridges and funny TVs and things we had. And there's old clothes there and there's genealogy and there is a whole transport area down the back. But there's a really cool, the new bit that they've done at the front, which is just past Josephine the train.
I love that she's called Josephine. Who named the train Josephine?
Way back when that was. I think all train engines. I think that's where Thomas the Tank Engine gets it
they
from.
all have
They all have names.
What? All trains have names?
It's say it on the train.
Not just on the magical island?
I think the locomotive does.
Bonaparte.
Oh my gosh.
I think
that's
the locomotive at the
crazy.
front does. Yeah.
How
And
do you
then-
know what to call the train if they didn't have
It's
their
like
name
boats.
on them?
Trains and boats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
But see,
Cherie, you might have
weirdly,
a-
because Thomas the Tank Engine obviously is not a female. I mean,
No.
from what I
there's-
know of the
but there's one
from
girl
what I
train.
know of the show.
The magical
As far
train.
as-
Lady, the
Sense
purple train.
of pain.
And that's how we know.
like boats are all female, right? So it's-
They got to take those waves. so-
Yeah.
but cars are female as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh no, mine are all men.
Are they?
In the movie Cars.
Famously,
Owen
Lightning
Wilson.
McQueen is a
in the
man.
movie. Yes,
No,
that's true.
not just a man. Not just any man. Owen Wilson.
That's true.
He is the man.
You can go quite away with Owen Wilson.
The most masculine man of all.
Simply the most masculine.
Luke just.
Yeah. The Wilson brothers, I tell you.
It's like the Hemsworth brothers. I mean, if we're going to go down the brothers route.
Yeah, when are they going to
spectrum
do
of
Australian cars? And it's called Cars.
I said like this
Cars for
Ka-chow.
Australian cars. Ka-chow. I'm Speed.
Oh, what's this Nissan doing coming around
Lightning
here?
McQueen sounds like an Australian name, to be fair.
Oh, I'm Lightning McQueen.
He's a bogan, though. Australian Lightning McQueen is a bogan.
As
yeah.
a very important mini tangent, just because a lot of people had like I have a lot of friends where like their first crush was like Robin Hood, like it was like animated Fox. Or
Did you have a
Sims or
crush on
something
Lightning
like that.
McQueen?
Whose was Lightning
Does anyone have
McQueen?
Lightning McQueen? Yeah. If you do, let us know. Reach out because I want to know.
Do you have a support
Tell us in
line
the comments.
available?
Anybody into Lightning McQueen?
Happy little guy.
He's a little guy. I like Mater.
Mater?
Mater.
Who doesn't like
Who
Mater?
doesn't like Mater? Yeah.
We just
Oh,
want,
country
we want
guy.
someone with a, I do declare.
Okay, guys, Shag, Marry, Kill, Cars Edition.
Yeah, right.
What's the third one?
Lightning
Mater,
McQueen,
Lightning
Mater,
McQueen.
and a third character who has appeared in that series.
Yeah.
Sally the girl car.
Oh, yes, she was the blue one, wasn't she?
She's a Porsche.
Can I just
Not
put a
too
little
shabby.
plug in here for Priscilla,
We've got
Queen
to
of the
talk
Desert?
about cars.
Is there a
haven't we?
production in Dunedin soon, or just the general concept of
Just
Priscilla?
the
Queen of
general
Desert?
concept, but I did see that there is a big production somewhere. I
They
don't know if
were
it's-
doing it in Auckland recently. Priscilla,
Yeah, I
Queen
don't
of the
know if
Desert.
it's coming to.
Priscilla,
I don't
talking about cars.
Sorry, no, Priscilla, Queen of the
It's
Desert.
so awesome. Every single time I see this, every single time I see this film being re-released, I'm just so happy. It's so fantastic.
It's one of the best films ever. I mean, Australia's got some amazing films out there. Sorry, I'm
Priscilla
just
is
completely diverging here on a little train.
This one.
But yeah, I mean, really classic.
And also the stories behind the film are also
Yeah.
absolutely bonkers. They were just like three people with a matchstick and a dream.
Yeah, and just like the whole, like talking about, vehicles being named after females. I just love that scene
Yeah.
where they smash the champagne bottle and like,
Priscilla,
Priscilla,
Queen of the Desert.
and also it's got an amazing soundtrack as well.
Oh, yeah.
I think for me, like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's the soundtrack that makes the movie. I've just belatedly realised this. I feel like I should have realised this earlier in my life.
You should have realised how bad all the rest of the movie is.
Wonder Woman 1984 was actually quite a disappointment for me. Because
That movie.
I thought it was going to happen.
Disappointment for a lot
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most people were
just watch
disappointed.
it. The
Sorry, I
music's-
think the Wonder Woman films are the most feminist films because we deserve to have shit films too.
Well, there
We
go.
deserve to be represented by absolutely terrible actresses who don't know how to act. I think just like the men, we should also get those blockbusters.
I just wanted that film to have a really cool 1980s soundtrack, and it didn't. I was like, what a missed opportunity. I
you
would have gone
could
for the
do-
soundtrack.
Is you could just get an edit of all of the Pedro Pascal scenes, just him, and then just put your own 80s music to it on YouTube.
There's a filmmaker
That's
over
the-
here. Can they
yeah,
do that?
Thank
I mean,
you,
I think
Lee.
there are bits of that
Yeah.
on YouTube. I
Yeah.
think some people have done it. But what I would like to see is the whole film re-released.
Pedro's face on every character.
I like most
Especially-
that happen in
especially
most
her.
movies.
Yeah.
Look, I want us to go back to Xena Warrior Princess. That's what I want. That was the New Zealand. That was what I wanted to see when I came here. I was just like, everywhere is just Xena, everywhere, and nowhere.
Guys, get your swords.
It's Game of Thrones here. Yeah, well, where's my Xena?
Do a
Yeah.
Xena takeover of Hobbiton.
I'll say, as a New Zealander, the people who are most excited about Xena are people who are not from New Zealand. People in New Zealand are just like, oh yeah,
I don't think
Don't like a
they.
show.
I don't think it was big here, eh?
Lucy
I
Lawless.
mean, it's definitely bigger
icon.
overseas.
I think it was bigger overseas.
Sort
Yeah.
of learned, about it.
I mean, obviously, are we the only two Kiwis here?
Where we are.
Rebecca's also Kiwi.
Rebecca's also Kiwi. Sorry,
I'm
you were
the
doing
one who has
such
to
a
walk
good.
back to Auckland.
You were doing
Yeah,
such
we're
a
gonna
good
be taking
Aussie
the
accent
plane.
before I thought
Rebecca does a lot of accents, so you
I
can even
tricked
know
you with my accent.
I was British before.
Hey, we're winding into the last 5 minutes, and I'm just aware that we haven't done the background story.
Bridie and IZZY, Bridie and IZZY.
Bridie and IZZY, if you'd like to just like
Bridie and
speed rush us
IZZY.
through how you came to be improv amazing NYPDEEZ nuts.
It was 1994. My mother and my father had me.
I was about to say it was 1990. Rachel and Simon met and fell in
So
love.
just a few years before my inception.
Bridie, we don't have time for this.
We don't possibly have time. Okay, improv. Izzy and I, we do improv together. One day we did some characters, and then Izzy said, that was fun. I really like doing improv with you. I said, that was fun. I really like doing improv with you. And then we did a show called Late Night Knife Fight, which is sort of like an incubator for improv format shows.
Right.
12 minutes. We did 12 minutes of how did we come up with I don't know how we came up with us being New York detectives, but I said NYPDEEZ Nuts, and Izzy said, yeah, cool. It wasn't until many months later that I found out Izzy didn't know the reference.
No, didn't. I just thought we were talking about two nutty guys.
Yeah. And I'm referring to the meme, these nuts.
Oh, I didn't get that either.
Yeah, see?
yeah.
Our
No, you're
audiences
with
are
me
both, everybody is our audience.
Yeah.
people who get it and people who don't.
Yeah.
We welcome
Bridie represents the people who are in with the internet, and I represent the people who have no idea what's going on, troglodyte offline.
Many times in the show, I'll make a reference. Izzy will not get it.
Can we just explain the reference of the nuts? Like, are they nuts? Is it
So just to explain a joke to you.
Because I know comedians love it when you ask.
Yes,
it.
I actually prefer to explain my jokes in totality and also from scratch. In this particular instance, it's a male, and he's and as he watched the video, I went, "Oh, who's this gentleman?" And he goes, "Did something come in the mail today? Did something come in the mail today?" You can't hear the person on the other side.
Right.
A perfect
He said,
reenactment.
"Oh, these nuts," because what's inside the mail? These nuts.
These nuts.
Yeah.
These nuts.
Yeah.
I think you have
Inside
to
the
see it.
mail.
I think you have to see it. That was a
Why are
perfect
they
rendition.
It was a perfect rendition, actually. I didn't want to do the accent. It felt like there are some more nuances to the clip that I would prefer not to do.
But to be fair, you don't have to pre-see the clip.
No, not at
before
all.
the show.
I'm saying the clip
No,
has
you don't.
nothing at all to do with the show.
Right, okay.
And there's more
There's
just...
no homework. You can just turn up to the
Yeah.
show.
I like the internet. Izzy's not on it much.
Right.
And in that way...
But I also want to say, Lee, also film background. So high five.
Well, hey,
Oh,
I
right.
also have a film background.
Oh,
It's just
right.
mine was
Yeah.
behind a computer.
Oh, so are you the CGI?
No, I did pre-production.
What, sorry?
Pre-production, a production assistant.
I don't know what that means.
It means I write schedules.
Oh, so you
I
organise
write
the people to be in the
schedules.
right place and find the locations, all
but I
that
wouldn't
important
actually have to
research.
be there. Yeah.
To do the logistics.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
amazing. And Izzy, what did you do in films?
So I used to work in the film industry in the UK on everything from like shorts to big blockbusters in the assistant directors department, which is basically like the events management for a film set. So the director can be entirely creative, and the assistant directors have to organise all the on-set dynamics and make sure everyone's working together. But then I had an existential crisis, left the UK, came to New Zealand where my mother is from, went back to university and started doing improv with Improverished.
Which Rebecca is the director of. Oh my God, we've come full circle.
Come full circle. Oh my gosh. So that's how you guys all got together.
Izzy and Rebecca knew each other for multiple years before I moved to Auckland.
Right.
So I'm a
So
new
if someone wanted to be an improv, oh gosh, we've got to stop here. Let's just round up quickly because we're right at the end, and I've just realised that timing is not my forte.
such a good chat.
So tonight
good
and
chats.
tomorrow night, SADOMUSICAL.
SADOMUSICAL at 8 o'clock at the New Athenaeum Theatre.
And the Bridie and Rebecca Variety Show, but it's just Rebecca and Bridie at 6 o'clock at yours.
But don't forget that the late night lineup tonight is at 9:45, and Rebecca and Bridie are hosting, but also
SADOMUSICal
will be on the lineup
We
with
are.
Helani Hortene and Nicola Brown.
And then NYPDEEZ Nuts at 8 p.m. at yours also.
Yep.
So many shows.
So many shows.
Tonight,
Hey, and
tomorrow
grab
night.
those Fringe Festival thingies because it's on forever. Brochures, pamphlets, programs. Oh, thank you guys so much for coming along.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much, Dr. Barb.
You've been listening to the OI podcast, the shout out for the arts, sciences and mataranga Māori.
You can support this podcast by becoming a member of the OI. Check out the Otago Institute for Arts and Sciences on Facebook or our website.
If you'd like to listen again to this episode or others from the series, look for the OI podcast on ORFM's website, oar.org.nz.
Brought to you by the Otago Institute for Arts and Sciences, the Otago branch of the Royal Society of New Zealand.
This podcast was produced by ORFM Dunedin with support from New Zealand On the Air.